Hey, welcome back to the Gilbertson Aero Factory. Today is Monday, the 15th of April, 2024, also known as Tax Day, or if you are a marathon runner, also known as Patriots Day, Boston Marathon. It's a big deal. Shannon wasn't able to make it up here yesterday like we thought, so no riveting got done, but that's okay. I went down to him. We got the project done on his truck. That was fun. So today I'm just going to do some preliminary work on flaps and aileron parts and get what I can done, just the boring edge finishing kind of stuff like that. And then I think maybe Aaron will be here tomorrow afternoon and we can get some riveting done. We'll see. I've got a busy week coming up for work stuff, which is a good thing. So yeah, anyways, thanks for being here. Going to build an airplane.
Okay, another day back in the Gilbertson Aero Factory, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Like I said, no riveting is going to be done today. None was done yesterday. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. I did allude to or mention that I was going to have a busy week and with a little bit of travel. That will happen on Wednesday, like Wednesday, Thursday time frame. So if I'm lucky enough to have a rivet partner tomorrow, that will be great, because that would mean I don't think that the remaining rivets on those two wings amount with two people amounts to any more than 1 hour of work. So what I'm doing right now is prepping the flap braces, and I will disappear from time to time back into the corner of my workshop to go either work on the bandsaw, because there's an angular cut that needs to be made. And this cut is very similar to what we've seen before with, for example, the stiffeners for the elevators, where there are actually a couple of little notches marking where the beginning and end point of the two cuts, the trims that need to be made. So that's pretty simple. The only thing maybe that's a little bit difficult about it is that it's on an angled piece. I still decided to cut it with the bandsaw only because it seemed like it would be a pretty messy cut to try to do with the snips. So I left a pretty generous buffer between the line that I traced and the cut, and then I just worked the rest of it off with the Scotch-Brite wheel. So the rest of this prep is really just edge finishing all of this, scuffing it for priming. This is something obviously that you do a lot throughout the whole airplane. It's a metal airplane, but it's not the most enjoyable work, and but needs to be done. I spent an hour and a half prepping these two ribs, and by that I mean getting them all edge finished, scuffed, cleaned up, and then one coat of primer. And as we sit here right now, I've got a timer going. I'll go back out in an hour and turn them over and spray the other side. I will not record that. That is unnecessary boredom for you and for me. You see me wearing the latex gloves. Obviously, I used them a ton while we were building the fuel tanks. I've decided if I'm going to keep on priming stuff, it makes my life a little bit easier if I just wear them all the time when I'm handling these parts, because it's just, the oils from your skin, just one less thing to try to get cleaned off of there so that the self-etching primer can get a good bond. What else about that? I think that I need to redress my Scotch-Brite wheel. Or I'm just really out of practice, but doing these long runs of these edges on the flap brace, there's a lot of chatter. And so I don't know if I might even be getting to the scuffing here. I don't know if you noticed, but I did a lot of work just with the Vixen file and the chainsaw file to get these edges cleaned up properly, because I just wasn't happy with the result I was getting from the Scotch-Brite wheel. So anyways, yeah, I think that's needs to be dressed once again and squared up a little bit. And then you see me frequently going back and forth to the plans. This is where the plans for me get a little bit cumbersome. Between the wings, you've got at least 2 pages, if not more, of wings. Like there's the wing layout, then there are wing details, and then wing rivet diagram, and then flaps, and then ailerons. And so it's kind of like the flap braces and the aileron gap fairings live sort of in between the pages. So you can look at one page to identify the part, and you have to look at another page to see what the rivet call out is for it or whatever. But it sounds silly, but because I don't have these things setting up on an easel where I can flip the pages easily, it is a little bit of a pain in the butt. So why don't I have an easel? I don't know. It's just one more thing, one more piece of real estate that I have to give up in my workshop. And so I prefer to, you've seen me at times have these plans, which are, maybe a few pages on a piece of cardboard clamped up to a shelf somewhere. Today, I only need the space on one workbench, so I'm doing this. Yeah, so that's it. It seems like as soon as I get any bonus space inside of my workshop, I find something else to put there to complicate my life. So yeah, without the easel. In fact, I had it sort of a desktop easel over in the back cubby where you see me working sometimes, where the blue tool chest is. But I decided I needed the space on that table for things other than just plans sitting at an angle. So there you go. Embarrassing confession. The reason that I'm looking at them there is because the whole time, it's embarrassing to admit this, the whole time that when I grabbed this off the shelf and was doing everything on it, for some reason I had in my mind that this was an aileron part or aileron gap fairing, which obviously makes no sense. It's got a bunch of lightning holes in it. Wouldn't make much of a fairing. Nonetheless, it just occurred to me as I was working on it, I'm like, this seems kind of weird for aileron gap fairing. So I went back to the plans and confirmed that it was in fact the flap brace, and that the number I wrote on it was in fact the number for the flap brace. The difference being W721 versus W724. Anyways, I'm going to throw up a picture here. I'm in the back there, probably priming, and I'll show you what I decided to do a little bit different. Instead of dragging that big priming table out to the driveway, I just decided to hang parts on there. It turns out it works way better in that back cubby. So I might do it like this from now on. See you on the next one.